Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ailey if you're new. Today's video is just going to be a quick-ish one. It suddenly dawned on me, obviously we are in sort of week 5 of lockdown or something like that here in the UK or here in Scotland, and you're probably missing your beauty treatments. I obviously am a massive advocate for do things with a professional, do things if you're professionally trained, you know, like, but at the end of the day, we're at the stage now where you just can't get to these places. And as long as you support these places when we open back up, then that's all we can ask for. But right now, we could be sharing tips and tricks and things like that to keep you guys going while we're in this time. If you get your face waxed, now this can be eyebrows, it can be upper lip, it can be chin, it can be face in general, you're probably missing your waxer right about now. I generally will wax my own eyebrows. I haven't been to my salon in a really long time. Well, I went last week, but I only pop in just to make sure everything's okay. I think the next time I go, which will probably be Monday, I will take my wax pot home. But for the rest of my face, generally I don't tend to wax it because my skin is very sensitive. That sounds so strange. Acids and things like that, totally fine. If I wax it though, generally I will. It won't have a bad reaction as such, it will just give me sort of breakouts. So what it tends to do is folliculitis, which means inflammation of the follicle, which is just something that can happen to people. I have something called dermographism, and it tends to make my skin overreact to some things, and that just seems to be one of them. So this is something I do on the regular, but if you are somebody who is used to getting their face waxed in any way, shape or form, then this will be for you. So yeah, we're going to shave our faces today. I have included this in a video before, and it was actually prepping your skin for good makeup application. So if you wax your face, you'll notice that your foundation goes on so smoothly in the areas that you wax. This is the same idea. The problem with this is it doesn't last as long. So if you're somebody who gets quite dark hair on their upper lip and gets it quite regularly, then what will happen is it won't be away as long. You'd have to do it more often. And no, if you wax your face, it will not come in thicker. It'll not come in longer. It'll not make you grow a beard. It's like cutting your hair. When you shave any part of your body, it makes a blunt cut on the hair. So a hair will start off thick and taper off thin. If you cut it here, it's thicker here than it was at the tip. So it will appear thicker when it grows in. It will appear darker when it grows in because there's a lot more of it. If you pull it out from the root, it tapers in again. So that's the difference. With shaving, same as waxing, anything rubbing moisturizer on, anything that stimulates blood to come to the surface of the skin can potentially, no, that's not a word, can potentially encourage hair growth because it's feeding it nutrients. So if you notice there will be things for head massage that will encourage hair growth or help hair growth and things like that, it is because it brings the nutrients in the blood to the surface so that it can feed the hair. That's the only reason that they say that sometimes waxing, shaving, exfoliating, anything like that can sometimes promote hair growth. So I just want to put that out there. Let's go on and shave our faces now. So I use these are tinkle razors. I don't even have the box for them anymore, but they're basically just single blade safety razors. They have got the little bumps in them to stop you slicing yourself, but they've just got a little thing like that. They come in different colours. Usually you will get a box of 3. So the 3 is the green, yellow and the pink. You can get bigger boxes as well, but I just normally buy the 3 because they last a really long time. You don't have to do it that often because the hair in your face doesn't grow that much, but like I say, if you are somebody who is prone to dark, quite thick hair growth on your face, then you may find that different. So let's zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. This may take the fake tan off my face. Okay, so generally what I do is I try and tuck away like the little sideburny bit I have, and I'll normally start over here just because it's easier. It's a nice place to sort of keep the skin taut. So I usually go down the way. You don't have to. You can go up the way, you can go sideways, whatever way is most comfortable for you. I hope you can hear me. but pull the skin taut. It's kind of like using a straight razor, but a lot safer. You don't have to press too hard, and you can see it. I haven't done it in a wee while, so there you go. You can see the remnants of like my fake tan and dead skin and hair. So I do my whole face, but like I said, if you're somebody who just gets a top lip wax, just do your top lip. Same way, I just go from top to bottom. It's kind of hard now with having fillers in my lips. This side's gone down a lot more than this side, like I really do need a top up. But because of that bump, it kind of like makes it difficult. So I know that a lot of these videos, people just kind of like show themselves doing their face. So I thought that what I would do is kind of show you how to do it without hurting yourself, because these things can still cut. So if you struggle around about your lips, there are a few things that you can do. So you can do the just to stretch it out. Pull the skin taut like that. If you struggle with your Cupid's bow, take a finger on either side and stretch it flat. Because I have quite a prominent Cupid's bow, so I mean that I do struggle with that one as well. You can do it in around the bottom of your nose. Weirdly, I get like little stray black hairs on my nose, so generally what I'll do is I'll just run it over my nose. I don't know why they come in, it's really strange. But if you're somebody who gets a dry nose as well, it's quite good because it'll pull the dry skin off your nose. Okay. Hard chin. Chin's probably the hardest part, I would say. I'm just going to finish up. So for the tops of your cheeks, I normally just pull from the hairline and go down towards my nose, like that. My skin will go quite red with this. It is sensitive. Don't worry about that, it's actually good for your skin. If you have a lot of lumpy bumpy breakouts, like a lot of like cystic acne or that, I would be very, very careful doing this. Like you see, I do have some little breakouts. You can go over the top of them without hurting them at all. But if they are very bumpy, very sensitive, if it would hurt to scratch them like that, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it at all, because you can take the heads off them, you can get them infected. These ones, it's just bouncing over the top of, so it's totally fine. Most of these, to be honest, is just marks, it's just scars, because I can't keep my dirty little paws off them. Right, for your lower lip, itchy face, I normally just do that, get it up over my teeth. It does stick out quite a lot now, but the bit I find the most difficult is my chin. I just do every direction and hope for the best. Or if you get hair on your forehead, it's probably the easiest part, because it's so flat and the skin's taut on it anyway. If you want to do your eyebrows, then just pull it down to the eyebrow. Just be very, very careful. I normally do it this way just because it's, do you know what, we'll just do the eyebrows because I can always wait for them to grow back in. You can get half-size ones of these. I would recommend, if you wanted them for your eyebrows, to maybe get one of those, because eyebrows are quite difficult. I just use the tip and go along like this. And then once I get into like sort of this bit, I close my eye so as not to accidentally chop off any eyelashes. Just be really careful with the bottom of that blade, because it can touch your eyelashes. If you're finding you can't get in, just do it like this. I'm doing it quite quickly as well. Like, I've done this for years at this point. So don't worry about taking your time. And generally I will go over my face with some sort of cleanser. All I've got in front of me just now is a face wipe. But a gentle cleanser, and if you do have sort of any imperfections that you may have like cut or, you know, taking like the wee head off a spot or something like that, I would avoid using anything too harsh. And I would suggest to do this at night. Not like right before you're going to put makeup on or anything like that, just because like if you have nicked the skin at all, you don't want to be sticking makeup on top of it. But you can see all the schmick. I don't know if you can see that on that pad because it's so like bright. But that is how you can maintain a, I mean, you will have to do it more regularly, but like I say, we're not really doing anything anyway. If it's something that you want to give, you know, a try, oh, I must have caught some of my hair, oops. If you want to give it a try, then now's a good time to try it. You're not gonna cause any problems for in a few weeks time going back to the salon or anything like that. Obviously make sure that you're growing it out before you go and get it waxed again, but there's no harm in it. As long as you take your time and you're careful, then it is safe enough to do. It's not gonna give you a beard, don't worry. So it's a good way to maintain when you can. I would suggest this so much more before getting an at-home waxing kit. These kits, I mean, I know they look fantastic online. When you look at the videos for these kits online, they are waxing people who have already been waxed. They don't pull out any hairs. When they're covering somebody's entire leg with hot wax and pulling it off really slowly, there's no hair on that leg. These things, they're advertised as pain-free wax. It really is not pain-free wax, and to be honest with you, the cheap ones just don't work great at all, because what happens is they go too solid, and when you try and pull them off, because a lot of people will hesitate, you'll sit for a minute and think about what you've done with your life before you pull off the wax, especially if you're going for anywhere that's sensitive like underarm, bikini, whatever, and the wax will then break and you're going to cause yourself a lot of problems. So professional hot waxes are great, but it takes us a long time to learn how to use them properly, and I wouldn't suggest, you know, trying to wax at home unless you are somebody who has done it for a very long time, especially using these hot wax kits, because you can burn yourself. Like I say, you can get it stuck to you and there's nothing you can do. So yeah, I would definitely say this is a better alternative to waxing at home in between times while we're all stuck at home. So like I said, you can get these off Amazon. I'll link them below if I can find them, but they are called Tinkle razors and they are safe enough. I would say obviously keep them away from the reach of children because they have got a little thing on them, but I'm sure you can cut yourself with them. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions or anything like that, don't be shy in asking in the comment section below. But apart from that, I hope you are keeping safe and well. I hope that you are not going crazy. And I hope that I can see you in my next video. Obviously, if you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Share it with all your friends. And we'll see you soon. Bye.